Hello, hello, everyone. Let's see if I can get this where I want it to be. Not necessarily. Okay, slowly zoom out. Come on. Out just a little bit. Not that far. Oh, okay. There. That's where we want to be. I think that's where we want to be. Like right there. No, not quite. Uh, okay, I gotta move my tripod. It's hitting the table leg. It won't move any further. Okay, there. You can see all of the canvas I have to finish right there. That's all of it. I am not working on my chuck, as you can tell, because I need to finish this. Let me get my chat up here, my video up here. Okay. Skip that. No, thank you. Perfect. All right. Well, hello. Oh, Joe's going out for Mexican. Yummy, Joe. Enjoy it. Hello, Sue and John and Sean. Hello, Sean. Hello, Catherine and Dawn. Ms. Nikki. Hello. Kayleen is here. And Joyce. Thank you, Joyce, for being a member for over 2 years. Oh my gosh, that's a long time, isn't it? Hello, Kathy. Chili with cornbread and maple syrup. Oh, yum. Hi, April. We just got done eating. Dale had been craving meatloaf. Meatloaf. Can we see this whole thing? I don't know. I don't know if you can get the whole thing in here or not, where I'm actually working. Okay. Yeah, meatloaf. So I made meatloaf. The cornbread reminded me of that, Deborah. Have you ever had, Pillsbury has their cornbread like rolls? I don't remember what they're called exactly, but they're little cornbread rolls. They're like little swirl. Well, the drills are just falling out of my pen. Okay, fine. Fall out of the pen. Perfect. But they're really good. They're just like, they look like, when you make the little cinnamon rolls and they're curled up, they're kind of like that. But they're cornbread. They're really good. So we had those. Hello, Michelle. So we had those with our meatloaf, and then we had some potatoes, and we always get out some cottage cheese. I think we get out cottage cheese with pretty much every meal we eat, unless it's like spaghetti or something. We don't have cottage cheese with spaghetti, but any other time that we're having like a meat, some sort of a meat product, chicken, corn, steak, pork chop, we always have cottage cheese. Always eating the cottage cheese. Yeah. So, anyhow. Hi, honey.
Am I going to talk to Brad?
Okay.
Might not.
Okay. I know. I see he's out there feeding the cows.
Okay.
Feeding the cows.
Until what, 9?
No, 8:30. 8:30. No, 8:30. No. I'm surprised how light it is right now outside, you guys. I mean, it's 7 o'clock and it's still pretty light out there. Man, the days are getting longer. Things are changing. We spring forward pretty soon. I know that, but it's really light out there. We went for a walk today. We just went for a nice walk right down our street. He wanted to go into town, and I was like, why don't we just walk on our road? We haven't walked down our street in a long time. While I was gone to Texas, the county came by, and they were messing with our road again. I mean, I got to hand it to them. They're trying to make it better. You're not going to work. Nope, that one's not going to work. That one has got a tab. You can't go there. And I'll talk about this canvas in a minute and what I did to it. It's really me. It's what I did. All right. Oh, good. You can hear now. Okay. I'm glad you can hear. In and out for dinner. I've never had In and Out. Hello, Paula and Paula. Look, they're right there together. Paula and Paula. You don't see Sherry, Michelle? Oh, she said hi to Sherry. I haven't seen Sherry either. I see. Brenda's here though. Hey Brenda, how's Brenda doing? Patty's here. I know, right? The longer days are so wonderful. Hello, Amy. Right. And Amy's in Michigan. It's so nice. It's a beautiful day here today. It was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, right? Hi, Lisa. Hello, Lisa, Lisa. Yeah, so we went for a walk. We went all the way down to the end of our road, which is about, I don't know. Our whole road, if you do the whole road, is 0.8. So that has to be like 0.6 probably. I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, we went for a nice little walk. And then we walked around the yard, looked at some trees, looked at flowers. Okay, I'm doing this again, you guys. Okay, let me explain what I'm talking about. When I was at the retreat and I started working on all of this color blocking up here, I have said this every time I work on this. These drills fit. They're snug, okay? If you get off your squares a little tiny bit, you're going to have an issue, okay? I had a section over here where I first started doing all this color blocking, and they were popping because I was off my square just a fraction, just a little tiny bit. And so it was causing a problem when I went to put in the next row. So now I'm really conscious of squishing these over really tight every row I do. And I don't know, I mean, this is the only place it's done it on this canvas, the only place it's done it. And I don't know why. I think it was all me and something I did. Hello, Marianne. Hello, Kel. How is Kel doing? Haven't seen you in a long time, Kel. How are you doing? So yeah, I'm really, really, really trying to just squish and scooch and not even go the same direction every time. Like, don't always go vertical. Sometimes go horizontal and just scooch them over. Scooch them, right? I don't normally scooch anything with my multi-placer, but I have been. I have been with this because I want them nice and tight. I mean, there's no gapping. I'll give it that. There's no gapping. There is absolutely no way to have a gap. Okay. But if you don't get them over tight enough, you're going to have your drills popping up. Okay. That was supposed to go there, but it wasn't down properly. It's really pretty and it's turning out really, really nicely. I was frustrated to beat the band the other night, though, man, because I just had these kept popping up, and I put them down, and another one would pop because they just needed a hair's width. A hair's width. Hello, Lydia, and Karen's here. Hi, Karen. You know what, Sue? You might be right. You might be right because it happens to just be this pink. That is where I keep having the problems with it. Yep, is this pink. I know it makes a beautiful gradient, doesn't it? I mean, we got dark pink to lighter pink to an orange yellow. I mean, it's beautiful. Yeah, it could be this color. So I'm really, really working it hard. Although, I don't know. So I did this whole section over here was fine. It was this section over here that was messed up. But it was that color. I think I've got them all down now. I think they're all good. And I've rolled it and I've scooched. So I'll just go like scooch one row. You know, the row that has a drill that's popping. I'll just go scooch things as much as I can in that row. Just push, 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 right? Push, like push. And get them over there. That one doesn't even seem to be the right color. It's not. I don't know how we got that one in there. But anyhow, that's the deal with this painting. It's, it very well could be this color. At this color, these are just a tad bigger. I don't know. Or it's just user error. It could be user error, you know, could be user error. But we're making it work. We are making it work. Like I said, sometimes I do a vertical row like this, and then I'll come back and I'll do a horizontal row. You know what I mean? Just, although now it's gonna stick out, but that's okay. I mean, I don't care. I just want it, I want it finished. I've got to get this finished so I can get working on my truck. I got to get the truck. Seriously, I cannot get 4 drills in this multi-placer at the moment. Why? Why? Because there's one stuck in here. Cockamamie. All cockamamie, right? No, it is not a Chuck. This is a Bella Art. Bella Art. You can see light through the blue? What? What? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Sue. What are you talking about? You see light through the blue. But my goal is to have this done this weekend. I know it's not going to be done tonight, although I do usually get some pretty good diamond painting time in, like during my lives, and then after the live, you know, I'll usually get to diamond paint for a little while. And my goal is, well, I mean, I only have this, and then I'm done except for these like 2 little release papers here. It's got to be done this weekend. It's got to be done this weekend. Come on, people. Cheer me on. It's got to be done. I got to get busy with Chuck. I got a lot to do on my Chuck. Okay, why won't these go in here right? What in the world? Maybe I got something stuck in my pen that's not supposed to be in there. Got a little piece of something in there, or I don't know what's happening. No idea. Okay, we're gonna go with that. We're going with that. You can see the light from the light pad through the blue and purples, like over here. Well, okay. You can see some light through all of them, can't you? I don't know. You're from South Africa, Lydia? Well, welcome. 75% done? I'm more than 75% done. Way more than 75% done with this. I am like 80, 85. I don't have much. I really don't. So we're going to powering through and finishing it up. Moving on. So, but yeah, since I came back from the retreat, Dale went back to work for the farmer while I was at the retreat. He started working on painting. He was priming is what he was doing. And then I got home and it's like he stopped. I mean, it wasn't his fault. It's just that farmer dude hasn't gone to get the paint. He's got to go get paint. Dale can't paint without paint, right? So what he had been doing just some priming over there. And he's got the priming all done. And he just told them, he said, all right, he said, when you get out and about and you get some paint, you know, give me a call. He said, I'm in no hurry. Nobody's in a hurry. Okay, nobody's in a hurry. Oh, it'll get done when it gets done. But then at the middle of the week here, the neighbors down the way have called him up. And their son has been in Poland. Thank you, Brenda. I'm giving it a go. Yeah. Just hold me right here. Just hold me right here, right? Hello, Lori. Hello, Shannon. Oh, Shannon. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. I know how you feel. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I was just so congested. It was ridiculous. Closer to the bag holder, I can see slivers of light. Well, I can see slivers of light through here too, but yeah, there's a little, okay, right in here. Yes, there's a little more space. Yes. So it must be this color. It's got to be this color, right? Hello, Bonnie from Texas. How's Texas? How's Texas? Yeah. Yeah, and it took a while to get rid of all of that congestion and whatnot. It took some time for it to just go away, you know? Go away, go away, go away. Anyhow, feel better, Shannon. Just, take it easy. Just take it easy. Um, get some good like decongestant. That's my best suggestion. Get some good decongestant. Live on decongestant. My favorite is Dayquil. I know other people have other things they like, but I like the Dayquil. Anyhow, so he went down to the neighbors. Their son, as I just was saying, their son, the neighbor kid, has been in Poland. He's been in Poland for about 6 weeks. So General Motors is building an electronic vehicle battery plant right near us. And it's right near the car plant, the assembly plant. 80 degrees. Holy cow. I left the day it was going to be 90, Bonnie. I was like, peace out. We're out of there. We are out of there, right? Yeah. Get your desk squared away. There's Sherry, everybody. Sherry is now in the house. Everybody was saying, or people were saying hi to you, Sherry. And we were like, we don't think Sherry's here. Sherry is here now. Say hello away. Hello, Sherry. Oh boy. But what was I going to say? Oh, he's been in Poland. They've sent him to Poland to learn about all of this battery making stuff. So he's been gone for 6 weeks. And apparently, for some reason, his mother, it's a very interesting situation down there. When we first moved here, Mom was nowhere around, okay? And now she's living down there again. She has been for a couple years, but I don't know. They have an interesting relationship. Her and, well, they're not married. I don't know. They were married. I don't know what they are now. But anyhow, she wanted some things done down there at the house. And she wanted them done before Donovan got home. He was coming home this weekend and she wanted some things done. And so his dad is, his dad is much older. He is probably late 70s, starting to have a few health problems. And, he's really not able to do a whole bunch of stuff. So it was like there was a toilet seat, there was a light, there was some towel bars, there was just things. It seems like all of a sudden we're on a big kick to like fix the place up. You know what I mean? And she keeps saying, well, it's because Donovan's coming home this weekend. Well, I mean, Donovan only left 6 weeks ago, and he knows what the place was like 6 weeks ago when he left, right? But anyhow, lost track of time in Walmart. Oh, my goodness. Hello, Diamond Painting Fanatics is here. Hello. Yeah, don't lose track of time in Walmart. That's a dangerous place. Hi, Kay. How is Kay? How are you doing? So he was down there for a couple of days, just, not all day, but several hours or whatnot, just fixing up the toilet seat, towel bars, putting the light out. There were several things. She kept, and then, the other thing was they had a bunch of, did you see that? I just made that one go flying. They had a bunch of metal things, to scrap. And she just started pointing to stuff. She's like, take that, take that, take that. Because, Dale will take it all to the scrap yard. And so he just went down there and took a whole bunch of stuff. And then there were bikes, and he took some bikes and just all kinds of stuff. It's crazy. Hello, Linda. How's Linda? I'm glad you made a live too. Welcome. So he did that one afternoon, and then he did that yesterday. Well, he picked up all the scrap a couple days ago. Okay, now I got a hair. I'm just having all kinds of issues here, right? All kinds of issues. So he picked up the scrap stuff from their house a couple days ago, and yesterday, after he was done with the towel bars and things like that, he took all the junk to the scrap yard, and then he went over to his daughter's house because he had some bikes, and he thought that one of the twins really needed a bigger bike. So he took one of these bikes over there. He's just been running around now for the last couple of days, just running around, keeping himself busy. So that's good for me because then I can keep myself busy and do my stuff, right? So I've been able to record some videos and edit, upload, all those fun things. I was able to diamond paint. I've done some crochet. I'm almost done. Oh my gosh, see, I pushed just a little too far and that one popped out. This color is going to be the death of me, I swear. It's just going to do me in. Seriously. Look, now I got one way over here. Maybe it's not popped out. Don't pop out. No. So yeah, I've been busy getting stuff done. Today's excitement. The one thing I've been putting off is our income tax. Raise your hand if you do that. If you put your income tax off until, you feel like you just have to get going. That was me. Now, last year, I had no problem with it because I knew last year, with Dale having retired the year before, I knew things were going to come out pretty good. This year, I didn't know. And I'll just say this. It ain't pretty. It's not pretty. It's not good. So I worked on it for a little bit and then I stop. And I do another part and I come back and I stop. Hi, Joe. How's Joe doing? And then I got to where I had just about everything put in and got a little number up in the corner, and I went, oh, that's not good. And at that point, I was like, click, save, I'm done for a while. No, no. Oh, goodness. So that's been fun today. Dale and I know we need to do a couple of things. Like, this one, see this one? And these do have, some of these on this color have little itty bitty little tabs. So we're blaming it on this pink. We're blaming it on the pink. It's 603 pink. We're blaming the pink. Hey, Dawn, how's Dawn doing? You're putting yours off? I know. Hello, Marla. Dawn, your painting looks beautiful. She did Serenity Faye from Francesca's. She finished it. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It makes me want to do mine, but I can't. I can't. So many beautiful paintings, so little time, right? So little time. How do we get them all done? We'll never get them all done unless you're one of those people who very wisely, didn't get a huge stash going. And if that's you, congratulations. I applaud you. That was always going to be me. When I first started, I got a few little things. I had a little pile, and I said, I was never going to have more than 25. No more than 25. Right? That, oh, that did not last. That did not even last more than a few months that I stuck to that plan. Right? And then it's crazy. It's crazy, out of control, crazy stash, you know? And I mean, granted, I've gotten a lot of stuff, you know, complimentary stuff, but I I'm really, really, really slowing down, especially when I sit down to do my taxes. And I mean, because, and I probably do it all wrong. I mean, you know, if I went to a person who was really a business tax person, they'd probably tell me I've done the whole thing wrong. You know, I could go to jail or something. I don't know. But I'm like, I'm really small fries. I'm really small fry. If I've made a mistake, okay, I've made a mistake. You know, call me on the carpet, whatever. But when I sit down and I start gathering up expenses and things I've spent for my YouTube business, I'm appalled. I'm really appalled at how much I've spent. I'm like, oh, I need to stop. I need to stop, right? And so I have really, really heavily put brakes on this year. Um, like the only diamond painting, okay, I bought my last diamond painting in December, it was December 2nd of last year. And I didn't buy another diamond painting until Diamond Art Club came out with that house. I don't remember the name of it, but the house that I had the fall one, and then they came out with the spring one. I had to get that one because I mean, I have the fall one. How can I not get the spring one? So that was my first purchase since December 2nd. You guys, early in December. So I was really proud of myself. And I still hadn't bought another diamond painting since that one until Craftibly, you know. And then Craftibly had that order come in. And this was, you know, I knew I fell in love with a couple. Those Bridget Voths are gorgeous. And they're so cute. They're just birds and bunnies and flowers. And they're so pretty. And I had to have them, right? So since December 2nd, all of January and February, I have bought three, count them, 1, 2, 3 diamond paintings. Okay, 3. I did cancel a yarn subscription box. I just canceled that the other day. So now I only have 2. Proud of that, right? So I'm really, really, really trying to cut down, right? Trying to cut down. Where you have unstarted diamond paintings. Unstarted. What does that mean? Like you took them apart, took the drills off? Yes, it was the Donna Gelsinger, Brenda. Yes, it was. Anita's down to 4 paintings, 2 Chucks and 2 Craftiblies. Well, Anita, if you wanna get a couple more, I'm gonna have a sale again. Right? I'm gonna have a sale again. I did not see that last night with Tima. I went to bed because you know me, I'm an early going to bed person. So I did not see all the stuff she bought. I did hear about it. Someone let me know all the things that Tima bought, but I'm like, no. And I mean, okay, in our defense, and I will say me and Tima, I'll say our defense. We have businesses, right? Tima has a business. My YouTube is a business. Unless I claim too many years of a loss, then I have to call it a hobby. Did you know? Okay. hang on. Remind me about the hobby thing. Okay. Remind me about the hobby. But, what was I just saying? Oh, we have a business, and YouTube is a business. I have to run it as a business. They send me a 1099 for money earned, and I can claim expenses. I mean, that is how this thing works, right? And having a YouTube channel, I have to have things because it's what I do. I don't have a YouTube that is like action based or, it's stuff. I have to have stuff to show. Or, what am I going to do? If I never show you a new painting ever, who's going to watch? I mean, I could talk to you all day long. You might get bored. I could sit here and diamond paint all day long and try to talk, but I'd run out of things to say. So purchasing stuff is kind of a necessity, right? It's kind of a necessity. Have to do it. But I'm trying to be very smart about it. I am trying to get certain things. I'm trying to get back to my roots, which was, finding the new diamond painting companies and things like that. And being smart about what I do buy and what I have to show. You know what I mean? So, anyhow, with that being said, that's kind of my defense for people that buy a lot of stuff. If we have a business, and Tima does, and she's doing this whole enhancement thing now, she has to have those paintings in hand to look at them to be able to do the enhancements. So, yes, we'll go with that. Okay? So, got to cut us a little bit of slack. We're just out here trying to run a little business and make a couple bucks, our little side hustle, got a little side hustle. But here's the thing I was going to tell you. If you run your YouTube channel and you show a loss 3 out of 5 years, you can't show a loss more than 3 out of 5 years. If you show a loss that 4th year, then they're going to tell you you're not really running a business. You're not really running a business. Okay? Yes, Amy. Then it becomes a hobby. Now, can you claim expenses for things you purchase for your hobby? You can, as long as you are trying to make money with your hobby. So let's just take crochet, for example, and say you crochet a lot of stuff and you go to craft shows, okay? It's a hobby and nobody is sending you a 1099 from a craft show like YouTube does, right? But you can claim expenses for things you've purchased to do that hobby. The problem would be if you're claiming more things than you claim any money that you earned. So you're kind of on your own when you're doing a hobby craft like that. And I don't know how, oh man, just pushed all of them off. Look. And I don't know how they prove your income from your hobby. But you have to have some income. So, I mean, I'm assuming if you're a smart person, I'm assuming that what you can do is you claim your expenses, right? But then you would have to turn around and claim that you made that much money, at least that much money, to be able to claim all the expenses. So then what? Then you just break even, right? I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting. Hello, Cynthia. How are you? Right. Don't claim all of your expenses. Make a small profit. Joyce, that's exactly what I did this year. And it was very small. It was a very small profit, but it was a profit. And that's exactly what I did. I did not claim all of the expenses. So that's what we're going with for this year. I had to show a profit this year. It didn't say it had to be a large profit. It just had to be a profit, right? Now, I had a lot of expenses I didn't claim. Really, I did. So, like I said, um, I could be messing this whole thing up and doing it completely wrong. And, if anybody ever came in and, I'm not going to say it out loud, but maybe they wouldn't be happy. But I'm just doing things that I think are logical. I'm not trying to scam anybody. I'm just trying to, you know, do my thing over here. I'm just trying to do my thing. And it's really weird when you run like a business that you don't like sell something. I don't sell anything, right? I sell nothing. I mean, that's not, I've sold some diamond paintings to people and stuff like that, but I don't sell stuff as a general rule, you know? So it's very weird when you don't sell a product. Hello, Leona. How are you? That's exactly what we do, right? That's exactly what we do. Hey, Cammie. How's Cammie? So now I'm just trying to be smart. Oh, Joyce. Oh, Joyce. You're my person then, huh? You are my person to talk to. Am I making sense, Joyce? Am I way off? Am I way off base? You worked in the computer room. Okay. Oh, anyhow, yeah. It's a learning curve for sure. And like I said, I don't know if I do it 100% correct, but you know, and I don't have anybody do my taxes for me. I'm just like, I cannot see paying somebody hundreds of dollars to do my taxes when you can put it all into a program on your computer and it tells you what to do. Basically, I could, like I said, I could be doing some things completely wrong, but hey, it's not like I'm doing it intentionally. It's not like I'm doing it intentionally. So, you got a puppy? Oh my goodness, a puppy. Aw, I want a puppy. I want a puppy. Aw, puppies are so cute. What kind? You got a what? A lab? A black lab. Aw, how cute. My mom and dad had a black lab, and my sister had a black lab. They both had their black labs at the same time, which was interesting. Yeah, I never had a black lab. Never had any labs. But someday we'll get a puppy again because right now we got the two girls and they're plenty good. They're enough. They are enough. You know, they're my girls. They are my girls. So I can have yours. Right? Bonus points. We're doing a good job and doing our best, right? Ellison, we're having a great night. Great night around here. It's beautiful. It is beautiful here. It's gorgeous. Dale went out to talk to the farmer. He's out throwing some hay well, not throwing it. You can't throw a big round bale. But he's out putting some hay out for the cows, and Dale's going to go talk to him. I don't think he's talked to him in a couple days, so I'm certain it's been a couple days. But Dale went to get tacos this Tuesday. He's back on the taco truck thing. Oh, I got some news about something. Our little community, not the one that my address is, but the one I say I live in. Right? You follow along with that, right? It's not the one my address is, but it's the one that I think I live in because I'm a mile from Potterville. Okay, mile from Potter. Oh, can't use that one. That's got a tab. They did a craft show two falls ago, and they have it right at the I would say it's at the high school, but it's not. It's at the school building because it's such a small little town. All of their school is in one building, one location. The high school, the junior high, the elementary, there's a daycare. It's all in one spot. Okay. So they had a craft show there, anyhow. And at that time, 2 years ago, he said he wanted to do one in the spring. Well, last year, the spring came and he didn't do one in the spring. He did another one in the fall, but he didn't do one in the spring. Well, just a couple weeks ago, I saw on Facebook, they're going to do a spring craft show. And I was like, ooh, 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 it's my time. It's my time. I want to do the spring craft show, right? So ignorance doesn't mean forgiveness. Well, April, we can try, right? We can try. um, Ignorance is no excuse. I can try. No. um, so I saw they were going to do a craft show in the spring, and I was all excited. And I was like, "Oh yeah, yay! It's right here. It's right close to me." I already talked to the guy about it. The first year I saw the craft show, told him what craft I did. He was excited to hear about it. He'd never even heard of it. That kind of stuff. So I went and I filled out the application. The application. And maybe this is part of my problem too, is this color seems to have a lot of little tabs. And if you don't catch them, then you're up that crick. You know what I mean? That crick. So I filled out my application. I was so excited. A couple days later, I got an email from him that said he was sorry, but they already took on someone that did diamond painting. And they were trying their best. They didn't want to have more than one of the same craft, which my first thought was, what craft show have you ever been to in your life that doesn't have repeating crafts? I mean, there's always like two or three people doing flowers, a couple people doing crochet or knitting stuff. I mean, there's always been multiples of the same craft when I go to a craft show. Anyhow, that being said, he said I couldn't do it. All right. And then a couple days ago, um, you got a blackmouth cur? Who was just talking about a blackmouth cur? Somebody I know was just talking about one of those. I don't know who it was now. Anyhow, got back with me and said, their diamond painter dropped out. Would I like to participate? And of course I said yes. I mean, of course. I mean, I've wanted to do the craft show now for 2 years, right? So I said yes. It's in April. So I'm thinking, okay, what do I need to do? I'm going to take crochet. I've got some items that I've crocheted that I'm like, I got so many things I've crocheted now. I can't use them all, wear them all, I'm going to take them and see if I can sell some. And I have like keychains and stand-up pendants and dangly things. And I do have a bunch of diamond paintings that I've had framed. A lot of special drill ones. So I'm gonna gather up everything I got. What I need to do, and I need to do it pretty soon, is go through all the stuff I have down there and go through the crochet especially and see what I think. How much stuff do I have? Really, how much stuff do I have? I think I'll have plenty. But should I think about making anything else? Like little quick projects that I could make quickly to give me more stuff. I mean, that would mainly be the crochet stuff, probably. Because diamond painting, I'm kind of booked solid with what I'm doing right now. So, I mean, I could do a few things like, I don't know, coasters or I don't know. I got to go through my stuff and see what I have. And if I feel like it's going to be enough, we're just going to go for it. We're going for it. That's what we're going to do. Um, Anyhow, I don't know. I have done that before, Bonnie. I have brought a few like little budget-friendly things to sell. I don't know how this one would feel about that because they have X amount of spaces for actual like vendors, that sell a product, and then crafters. Those are two different things. And I don't know. I don't know what they would think if I had some small kits to sell. I don't know. I could always email him and find out, of course. And then those two stuck together. This color is just a wonky mix of stuff. And my Not Your Mama's Mud it's not sticking well. It's not sticking well. I should reapply, but then I get too much. It takes a while. I should just do it. Tell me, Mindy, just do it. Just put some more in there. It just goobs up for a while until you get a nice flow going. You know what I mean? Once you get a nice flow going. Look, I just pulled that one right out. Jeez Louise, this color. I'm ready to be done with the Pepto-Bismol here. That's what it reminds me of too. Pepto-Bismol. And we'd be done with this. We're almost done. Well, there's more over here. But with this little section right here, we're almost done. Look, it's that one spot. It won't hold a drill. What is going on? Okay. All right. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Just do it. Do, 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 do. Who do you think is still here, Allison? I'm going to bring crochet stuff, Deborah. I'm bringing it. I'm not even asking. I'm just going to bring it. Because, seriously, I don't know one craft show that I've been to that there hasn't been more than one person doing crochet, or a lot of places have multiple, you know what I mean? Multiple crafts. I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it. Amigurumi. Yeah, I haven't done any. I've done a little bit. I did a pumpkin. I can count that as amigurumi. Enjoy, Anita. She'll be back later. You guys are trying to find something in somebody's chat, huh? I hope it does, Sherry. I really do. I hope it sells. Yeah. Hi, Jess. How is Jess today? How many canvases you got going, Jess? I saw your post about Craftibly. You went and you bought some Craftiblies. I saw that. Came off your no-buy to go get some Craftiblies, right? Yeah. You're working on Inspiration of Spring Meadow. I love that painting. That painting is in my hallway all the time. I love it. It's so pretty. I did a little bit of enhancing on that one. Not much, just a little tiny bit. I put some sparklers in the flowers, and it turned out really pretty. Was that Dale coming in and out the door? My child was going to come over. So, he lives by himself with his cat, with Milo. Milo's a fun cat. I like Milo. But he lives with just Milo, and he doesn't have the girlfriend anymore, and all that kind of stuff. So, I try to talk to him and chit chat with him from time to time and whatnot, And I was talking with him yesterday. I actually called him on the phone yesterday because I was like, I just wanted to hear your voice, Sometimes you just want to hear a voice, 13. Oh my goodness, 13. Sunfield Picnic. What is Sunfield Picnic, Kathleen? So I called him. And, we chatted a little bit, but then he was like, I'm sorry, Mom. He said, I'm distracted. He said, I got this new kid and I'm trying to teach him how to play this game, how to do something with this game. He said, I'm sorry. I'm just distracted. I'm like, okay, well, I'll let you go. I'll let you go, do what you're doing. I just wanted to hear your voice. And he said, I know. He said, it was nice to hear your voice too. I like to talk to you sometimes. I'm like, yeah. So this afternoon I get a text from him. And because I'd asked him, I don't know, that might have been a couple days ago. I don't know, time's flying. Anyhow, I'd asked him how he was doing. how you doing? What's up? And it was later in the day today. He came back and he said, I'm missing you, and personal whatever, like seeing people, whatnot. Because he lives by himself with the cat. Doesn't have a whole lot of other interactions with people regularly. So I said, well, you come on over. I said, come over. I said, I just put meatloaf in the oven, you know, and come on over, have dinner. And he was like, oh, okay. Well, then, I didn't hear from him. Didn't hear from him. He didn't show up. So I text. I get nothing. I call. I get nothing. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Where'd he go? I don't know about you guys, but if you have grown children that don't live with you, not in your home, and they just kind of disappear on you sometimes, maybe it's just me, but I always worry. I don't know. I always worry. I'm like, what's going on? Did something happen? He was going to come over. Now I can't even get a hold of him. So, then it was just a little while later. And then he texts me back and he goes, oh, I'm sorry. He said, I fell asleep. I'm like, oh, okay. And so I'm like, okay, well, I said, the food's still here if you want to come over, but I haven't heard from him. So, and then I had to go live. But I don't know. Is anybody else like that? I don't know why. Why am I'm just a worrywart, I guess. I don't know. But there's lots of funny little uh, Instagram reels, which a lot of the little Instagram reels are like TikTok reels that they've just posted in multiple places and stuff. But lots of little reels about moms or parents, and the helicopter parent, or, if you don't call, you don't answer your phone, then we automatically think you're dead, stuff like that. I'm like, it's so true that we just, we worry. We worry. And if we don't hear from you on a regular basis, we worry. We realize you're adults, but I don't think you stop worrying. I don't think you ever stop worrying, do you? As a parent, I don't think it's possible. I don't know. But anyhow, I didn't know. The doors opening and closing out there. I didn't know if it was Dale or if Josh showed up or what. I don't know. I don't think he did though. I think I would have heard his car. I don't know. His car's not loud though. I don't know. Anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? I don't think so. Oh goodness. They are our babies, right? Yeah, they just like disappear and you're like, where were you? We were just chatting and why are you gone now? Right? It's so weird. Memorial weekend, football tournaments and a craft show on the park. Ah, nice. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, it would be tough to be alone, right? I wouldn't like it. I mean, yeah, we always worry about their kids. Yep. I'm not a worrywart. I'm just a good mom. Thank you. Oh, you got a tracking app for your grown daughters. You know what? I should do that. I should do that. Does he have to know I'm tracking him? I mean, you have to give me permission and all that. Hey, Sue Bell, how are you? Sean, how are you? Have you been here the whole time, Sean? If you said anything before and I didn't say hi, Sean. Yeah, your daughter's 34 and you still work. Mine's older than that. How old is he? 35, 30? I don't know how old he's going to be this year. Their location has to be on. Oh, I could tell him that. We just turn your location on, and then I'll stop bugging you. Then I'll just know where you're at. Oh, goodness. But, yeah. This is funny. Angie and I, when we went to Texas, and we went to lunch with Michael and Amy on Sunday on our way back home. And then later in the afternoon, Angie was talking to her husband and telling her husband, yeah, we're on the road again. we stopped. We did see Michael and Amy. We went to lunch and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, yeah, good. Okay. Yeah. And then her husband said, well, how was the Mexican? And she was like, what? 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 Wait, did you say Mexican? He goes, yeah, how was the Mexican? And she goes, how do you know we had Mexican? And he's just laughing. He goes, I just know. And then it took her a hot minute to remember that she had like her, you can see my location thing on, right? Yeah. April, I did not know you're that old, April. You're 6. You're going to be 60. Well, did you see me just throw drills on the painting here? I'm not paying any attention. I'm looking at the chat and I'm just like flopping drills all over the place. Okay. It wasn't that many. I didn't know you were, did not know you were going to be 60. Welcome. Welcome to my decade. And your family tracks each other? Interesting. Huh. Somebody keeps messaging me on my phone because it keeps going, beep. So I don't know. Somebody wants something. I don't know. I suppose it could be texts from my kid, or it's just people messaging me. I don't know. Or it's Facebook notifications or something crazy. I don't know. All right, we're going to finish up this little section. Think we can do that in half an hour? We got a half an hour. We're going to finish this section. Finish this section. Well, not the whole section, but we're definitely going to finish the pink section. Now we're going to the dark pink. Going dark pink. All right. So that's what's going on around here. I'm going to go to a craft show and sell some stuff. And tomorrow's supposed to be really nice too. Maybe we'll go for a walk again. Maybe we'll go for another walkie. I got quite a few steps in today already. My Fitbit let me know that I was like 1,500 and some steps from my goal. And I was like, oh, okay. Dale wanted to know if I wanted to keep going down to the other end of our road today. And I said, no. I said, I'm a little out of shape right now. I'm not up for walking too much further. I got to get back into walking distance, So we only did one end and came back. Didn't do the other end. Anyhow, maybe we'll go out for a walk again tomorrow. What do you think? I think we should. I hope he put the ducks and the chickens away. I mean, he is outside, right? Doing stuff. I hope he took care of that issue. So, what else was I going to tell you? Seems like I have a million things to say because it's been so long since I've talked to everybody, right? It's been a long time. I got sick, didn't do a whipping chat, couldn't go live. Are you upside down? No, you're not. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't do a whole lot of communicating with people. Communication was sparse. I'm going to try to do another membership, just sit down and talk kind of video, because I think people like that. Members like that. They thought that was fun. And not trying to be traumatized. All right. Hello, Bella the Beast. Happy Chuck Along. I got to get to my Chuck. I'm working on it. I got to get this finished. 60 is not old. No, it is not. Although I felt old today. I'll tell you why I felt old today. I mean, I didn't physically feel old. I just went, holy cow, really? My best friend, her daughter, I mean, I was around when her daughter was born. I mean, I was working. We were working together, teaching together when her daughter was born. And the girl turned 18 today. You guys, how is that possible that this child is 18? Now, her oldest daughter, Her oldest daughter is older than that. How old is the oldest one? She's got to be 20. I bet you she's going on 21. I bet you she's going on 21. And I'm just like, no, no, N-O, capital N-O, no. These children, these girls cannot be that old. They cannot be that old. But they are. But they are. They're really that old. You guys, oh my God. That just made me feel so old today when I saw it was her 18th birthday. I'm like, no way. No. Oh, I'm telling you. Anyhow, it is what it is. But I don't feel old. I don't feel old at all. I mean, I'm going to be, are you ready for this? I'm going to be 64 this year. 64. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 decades and 4 years, right? I do not feel old. And I'll tell you what, I'll tell you this. This is some good stuff. Good stuff. In the last year, I have lost about, well, it depends on the day, okay? Depends on the day, between 25 and 30 pounds in the last year. I mean, okay, let me just go back and say that, first of all, I gained a whole bunch after I retired. That was no good. COVID, retirement, everything happened at the same time. Perfect storm. I didn't go to work. I sat on my butt, and then we couldn't go anywhere. And I just gained a whole bunch of weight. And I'd worked so hard to lose it when I was in my 50s. When I was in my 50s, my best friend and I, we worked so hard to lose it. Okay. It is Chuck a long time, Sue. Yes, it is. So I gained a bunch. Okay. And then I was like, okay, now I've got to lose it. I got to lose it again. It's got to go. All right. So I've been working on that. And at 20 pounds, when I lost 20 pounds, I felt it. I really noticed it. At 25 pounds, I'm like, whew, I have a whole new step, a whole new giddy up, you know? It was like I felt like I could walk better. I felt like I could walk faster. I felt like things didn't hurt. My knees didn't hurt like they had been. It was amazing. It was amazing what 20, 25 pounds did, you know, just to lose that much. Now, with that being said, I got to lose another 25, but, you know, I, it just makes me feel so much better, so much better. And I'm like, it's so hard to lose weight. And then I was so mad at myself when I gained it again. April, thank you. But oh my gosh. I was feeling it. I was totally feeling it, right? When when I had gained weight, I gained about, oh my gosh, what did I gain? About 50 pounds in a couple years after retiring and COVID and all that. And I just kept kicking myself in the butt because I'd worked so hard to lose it before, and it didn't seem to be anything I could do to stop it. You know, nothing I was trying was working. So I took matters into my own hands and did what I had to do, and I got some help. And I'm like, got to get this off. And it's so nice. Now, I got to get the rest of it. I got to get the rest of it because, you know, I used to walk 3 miles a day. I used to run. 3 miles, like not every day, but almost every day. And then I just, then I just started walking. But yeah, if I can get the other 25 pounds off that I want off, just imagine, man, I'll feel like I'm 50 again. I want to feel like I'm 50 again, right? Lisa, you've lost 60. That's awesome. That is awesome. Congratulations. It is hard, 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 hard. Yes. Yep. You wouldn't lose or gain anything for 3 to 6 months. And yeah, it's taken a year to lose the 25. It's a good 25. Sometimes it's close to 30, you know, it's taken a year, but I don't care how slow it goes as long as it just keeps going, you know, um, because every pound that you lose just makes you feel a little bit better, makes you feel a little bit better. So I'm ready to start feeling like that 50-year-old again. My mind and my brain and all that, we're back at 50, but I got to get the body in alignment with that. Oh boy. Here's my goal. My goal. I definitely want to have at least 30 pounds off by this year's retreat in May when I go to the retreat. Because those people saw me last year. And I would just love, if those people noticed a difference. You know what I'm saying? People that you don't see very often, those are the ones who will really be able to tell. People I see all the time, I don't think really notice. But I just want to be able to walk into that retreat and just be like confident and like, hey, look at me. Look at what I've done. Right. Bye, Michelle. Yeah, it is not an easy road, for sure. For sure. Oh, Sherry. Well, I've kind of given that up. The only thing I have, and usually it's just to settle my stomach a little. That's got to be Dale. Before I go to bed at night, is I'll have like some crackers. I have crackers. Sometimes I've got these Ritz cracker chips, I think they're called Ritz cracker chips. They're just a thin little crackery type thing. I love them, but they really just help to settle my stomach sometimes. Like if I don't have, because I don't eat very much anymore. I don't. And so sometimes my stomach will just be like, hey, yeah, you got to do something for us here because we're not feeling very good, right? But those little cracker things, I call them my medicine. I tell Dale that's my medicine. I always have to have them in the house, and all it takes is just a little handful of them, and I'll feel my stomach will get better. And you know, done a lot of things like Gas X and Rolaids and stuff like that. But I'll tell you, these little crackers are magical. They're just magical crackers. Um, I always have to have them in the house, and that's my only snack that I will have after dinner. That's it. So we just had dinner at I don't know, 6:20, 6:15, something like that. And I won't have anything until, maybe closer to bedtime. Your problem is just food. There you go. I know. Food. And it's one of those things, it's like, it's a hard battle to battle, right? Because it's something you have to have. You have to have it. You know, you can't just cut it out completely. So it's a weird thing to figure out how to balance that. I do like Scooby snacks, Berta. I'll if I don't have my little cracker things, it'll either be Scooby snacks or Teddy Grahams. Yep. So I got those little crackers. I don't think I have any Scooby snacks right now, though. I think I'm out of Scooby snacks. Must be time to go to the store. But I like Teddy Grahams too. And in my mind, those are not terrible things to snack on. A handful of crackers here or there, that's not a bad thing. I'm not eating a ton of chips and chocolate, and although I do have some fudge from Uranus out there, but you know what? If I've learned anything in my weight loss ups and downs and trials and tribulations here, it is moderation. Moderation. So I got 2 little slices of fudge from Uranus. That was on Monday? Monday. Yeah, Monday. And I have nibbled on them. It is now Saturday. And in the past, those 2 little slabs of fudge could have been gone, long gone. But I have learned to sample and savor. I savor things, right? That is something I've learned, is to savor things. So I will go out there, and it's not even every day, but I'll go out there and I'll have a little slab, a little slice of one of the pieces. And it's lasting. It's lasting quite a while. Oh, Sue, you should have stopped. You should have stopped at Uranus. I didn't know this, but there is another Uranus, and it's in like Indiana. I didn't know there was one in Indiana. But being from Michigan, I always have to say, okay, Uranus they have good fudge. They have good fudge. Do they have great, amazing fudge like Michigan does? Like Mackinac Island? No, no, no. Mackinac Island fudge is the best fudge I've ever tasted. Seriously. And I'm not saying that just because I'm from Michigan. I'm saying that because it's true. It's true. So last year's retreat, Crashly's coming from Missouri. She was going by Uranus, right? And her and I had this little thing going that she was like, Uranus has the best fudge. And I'm like, oh, no. I have to disagree with you, Crashly. We can prove this. You stop at Uranus and you grab some fudge on your way through, and I'll get some Mackinac Island fudge. Now, did I go up to Mackinac Island to get it? No, I did not. I ordered it. So I ordered some fudge. It was delivered to my house, and I took it to the retreat. Okay? Well, my dear sweet Crashly, she did not keep up her end of the bargain. She did not stop at Uranus to bring the sample from Uranus. No. Anyhow, we couldn't really compare. But I did sit her butt down and I said, here, try some fudge. And she took a couple bites out of one of those pieces and she was like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, I told you. Mackinac Island fudge is the best fudge I have ever tasted. Yeah. I know, Lisa. I get Scooby snacks all the time, Lisa. Scooby snacks. They're little graham crackers. They're good. Sometimes I might have them with a little peanut butter. If I'm feeling I need some peanut butter, I'll have a little peanut butter. No, Amy, no. No, Uranus fudge, it's good. Okay, it's a good fudge, but it is not Mackinac Island fudge. It's just not. I stand by that. Okay, I will stand by that. But anybody want to bring some Uranus fudge? I can get some Mackinac Island fudge. we can do taste comparisons, but anyhow, I don't know anybody who's coming through that way actually to come to the retreat this year. You have to come through Missouri. Although there's that one in Indiana, and I don't know where it's at in Indiana. But there's a place in Indiana. Anyhow. I suppose we should talk about Craftibly before our time runs out here. So we'll talk about Craftibly for a few minutes. Yeah, you're right, Amy. You get off the boat at Mackinac Island and it's like fudge. I don't know how many fudge shops there are on the island. There's quite a few. But there's really, I think it's all 2 companies. I think there's 2 companies, but they have multiple shops on the island. So yeah, let's talk about Craftibly. I mean, it was very difficult. It was very difficult to hear the news, very difficult to talk about the news that they're closing. And it was especially difficult to make an intro to my video. I thought, oh, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this without getting too emotional. I can do this. And I did really good. I did really good for a while. Oh, I don't know if there's another live after mine, Karen. I don't know. Um, is that what you mean? Another live after this? I don't know. Um, but yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Those people are so special. They are so special. And Craftibly is such a great company. And it's heartbreaking. I just wish there was more I could have done. I don't know what I could have done. I really don't know what I could have done. I just wish there was more I could have done. You know what I mean? I hate to see them go, but Michael and Amy are just the sweetest people. Anybody who's had the opportunity to meet them will vouch for that. They are just the sweetest people. And this is very, very difficult for them. You know, it's very difficult for them. Michael's very emotional about the whole thing. He even told me that he watched my video and he was like, man, whew, I didn't know it was going to be that hard, you know? And I said, yeah, I know. Neither did I, you know? But it is what it is. And sometimes, you know, things change and people have to change their paths. And it's very sad, but I know that they're going to be good. They're going to be good. And they're gonna go on and do great things, completely different from Craftibly, right? Yeah, Craftibly stuff is absolutely wonderful, Karen. Every single one of them I have done has been just wonderful. Yeah. And oh, Sherry, thank you for mentioning that. Thank you for mentioning that. I've talked with Brandy, and today I talked with Kara. Craftibly Craze is on in June. We are still doing a Craftibly Craze, and we're just going to make it a nice tribute. A nice tribute, right? Yeah, that's our plan. So we're still going to do a Craftibly event in June. So if you guys have a Craftibly painting, hang on to it. Do it in June with us. If you don't have one, I know where you can get one. They're still open. The shop is still open. Both of the paintings that I showed are gone. The gnomes that they got restocked, I know those are gone. He did tell me today that after the announcement he made, sales really were pretty good, you know? And again, that's what makes me really sad is that sales were good, but sometimes it's, I don't know, just a little too late. You know what I mean? A little too late. So, yeah. But, yep, we're going to do a Craftibly Craze in June. You just sent in your last order, Melinda. Yeah. Yeah, somebody asked me today, you're not going to order anything else they have? And I'm like, no. But I got, the prizes for Craftibly Craze will be on us. I've definitely got stuff in my stash, and Kara has stuff in her stash. And we'll be giving the prizes from our own stashes. So just know that there'll be things that, we've purchased, we've opened and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah. So we're gonna move forward and we're gonna just enjoy working on Craftibly diamond paintings together and remembering the good times and all the wonderful things that they did. They were so revolutionary. Michael is so smart. He's so smart and so creative and always had new ideas, which, oftentimes were copied. As soon as he had a great idea, there was somebody copying it, but he was very good at what he was doing. He feels terrible. He feels like he's letting everybody down, but we have to just keep saying, you're not letting anybody down, you know? You did great. You did great. It was 5 years, almost. Not quite. Almost 5 years. But, yeah. Anyhow. Well, you know, COVID was a weird thing. Craftibly started right at the perfect time. They started right when COVID, well, they started before COVID, but when COVID came, it was perfect for diamond painting, you know? Because everybody was staying home, not going anywhere. And what were they doing? A lot of people, they were watching YouTube. So YouTube was big and hot at the time. It's not as hot as it was. I will say that. Um, my YouTube is way down. And that happened like in 2022 after things settled down a bit. But it was perfect. You know, everybody was buying. And so diamond painting just went through the roof. It went crazy. Everybody was buying it. It was at its height in 2020, 2021. And then things flattened out. You know, it all flattened out and evened out. And it wasn't quite as popular. And so there was this big high peak, and then it's gone down, you know? And that was what was so hard, is that you're used to this big surge and this big, you know, everybody's buying left and right and stuff. And then when they're not, how do you come back from that? It's hard, you know? Very hard when you're kind of at the height and you're running your business at the height, and then it's like the bottom dropped out. I mean, it didn't drop out completely, but it certainly took a big drop. And that's a big part of what happened, you know? It really is. Yeah, and they couldn't get things. They just couldn't get product. Yeah. And now there's diamond painting companies popping up all over the place, right? They're all over the place. I don't, I mean, I'm back in the day when there weren't that many. I mean, I've been doing this long enough and doing my YouTube long enough that there just weren't that many diamond painting companies. And now, shoot, I was at the retreat in Texas and somebody was showing a canvas from a company and I was like, who's that? And I mean, it looked to be a pretty decent canvas and I was looking at it and I'm considering ordering something from them just to have, you know, something to show. But I'm like, where are they? Where have they been? And they were like, I don't know, they've been around a little while. And I'm like, really? Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Right? Crazy. I'm certain there's a bunch of companies out there I've never heard of. I used to pride myself in finding the new companies, you know? And now I don't even hear about them. I don't even know they're there. There's so many of them. But yeah, if you guys hear of any new ones, let me know. Let me know. Like I said, I'm just trying to get back to my roots, back to what I used to do so well. But it's a different ball game out there, you guys. It's definitely a different ball game out there as far as diamond painting goes. But anyhow, I'll just keep having fun and doing what I do. That's what I'm gonna do. You know, it's all I can do. It's all I can do. But save your Craftibly painting for June if you have one. And if you need one, you can go buy one. I don't know how long. I have no idea how long the website's still going to be up. I don't know when they officially shut it down and turn off the lights, you know, so to speak. And I don't think he knows yet either. I didn't think he was going to make this announcement as quickly as he did. I thought it was going to be a little while yet. And that's why I just recorded my video like I would any other time, just promote them, right? I didn't know that announcement was right on the heels. So at least I was able to do the little intro first. So I hadn't edited and uploaded it yet. So anyhow, folks, folks. Anyhow, that's that. Yeah, interest dropped. Yeah, it did. Now, you're right. I mean, everybody got all hyped up and it went so big. And I don't think sustaining as many companies and as many creators as there are now is easy to do. You know, it's not easy to do. I remember when they first opened too. Yep. I was one of their early purchasers, as you recall. You know, good, Lisa. You got a couple left. Cool. Awesome. Well, join us for Craftibly Craze in June. We'll have a good time. I have to decide what I want to work on. I don't know. I was contemplating doing something old, and reminiscent. But then part of me kind of wanted to do something new. I don't know. I've got plenty to choose from. I don't know what I'm going to pick. Might ask people, what should I do? What one should I do? Don't know. Go downstairs and close my eyes and grab? I could do that. Don't know. I think I'm going to stick with my current theme, which is not to do a bunch of huge ones. That's my current thing. I like the size of this painting. I like doing some of these smaller ones, 50 by 60 by 70 or whatever. The 95s and 93s are like, whew. Like when I'm done with this and I pull that chuck out again, I'm just going to be like, oh yeah. I haven't worked on a great big huge one like that since, even the last chuck along, the Teal Lighthouse, my lighthouse. Oh, that lighthouse, Berta. Oh, the Craftibly lighthouse. Oh, Berta. It's a Michigan lighthouse too, I know. Oh, I like the horse with the bird. Would that be one I'd want to work on in June? I don't know. If I worked on it in June, I would have it for Christmas, right? The red truck. Oh my gosh, the red truck. Red truck is probably one of my favorites, like ever. The red truck is. And then the big fairy I did, the Jody Bergsma fairy. Oh, it took me forever, but it's one of my favorites. And, I don't know. I'll be very thoughtful about what I do. I don't know. I'm going to pick a good one. 105 by 70. See, that is huge. Huge. I'm like, Anita's back. You made it back, Anita, just in time. Oh, Joyce, Puppy Craze Petunia. She's so cute. She hangs in my bedroom. She's so cute. Do it. I have one. I have the tiger one. Tiger Love and Tessa. I think that's her name. I have her out. I have the drills are pre-bagged like this. I have them in my other Bella Art holder like this, just taking up the space, I could work on that one. I love the girls. The girls were one of my favorite things that they did with the girls. They were one of my favorites. I loved doing the girls. I've only done the one, but I loved her. She's so much fun. And that's why I've got Tessa like ready to go. I should do Tessa. She'd be fun to do. All those oranges and the tiger, and she'd be a good one. And she is ready to go. She's ready to go. She's in my bedroom. Well, not my bedroom, but the bedroom, the diamond painting bedroom. She's in there. And the drills are in a little holder ready to go. That one would be an easy one. Just pull it out and do it. And it's smaller. It's clicking on all the boxes, isn't it? Do the red truck. Oh, Gina, if you have not done the red truck and you have it, do it. And I don't know which version you have. The version I had like 4 bags of white AB. And I don't know which version you have, but mine, it's just gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Every Christmas when I take it out, I'm just like, it's so pretty. It is so pretty. And the Craftibly Jody Bergsma lives in the hallway all the time. She never leaves the hallway. My tiger is always by the back door. There's a little shelf back there. It's always back there. Petunia is always in my bedroom. So I have a bunch of Craftablys that are always out in my house. I think there's one more somewhere. There's got to be one more somewhere. I was thinking there was one in the living room, but there isn't. Anyhow, well, you guys, keep that in mind, okay? Red truck is on the wall. Oh, you switch them out. See, that's what I do. I switch out some of my stuff, but I switch out the stuff that's in the living room, except for one. One painting always stays in my living room, and it was an old one. It was probably, I still think it's probably a Hannah Lynn, but I've never seen it in Hannah Lynn's catalog anywhere, so maybe it wasn't. I don't know. It looks like that, though. That one always stays in the living room. Anyhow, all right. I'm going to let you guys go, and I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. And thanks for hanging out with me for a while, you guys, and it's good to be back. All right. Okay, I will talk to you all later as soon as I can find the button to turn this off over here. They changed things around on me. Oh, I'm sure the lighthouse would be pretty, Berta. I'm certain it would. You know what, Berta? I don't even know where that's at right now. I don't know where I've stuck that. I'd have to look around. Thank you, Cal. Thank you. Yeah, post your pictures for the chuck-along, you guys. I should have explained that a little better because there was a little confusion. But I got to clarify. I forgot. You don't get as many points if you have a pre-started chuck. Now, how's that work? You can post a start. You can post a finish. And I think you can post a progress and a progress. I think that's if you have a pre-started chuck-along, chuck painting. Post a start picture. Next week, you can do a progress. The next week, you can do a progress. And the last week, you could do a finish. I think you get 4 points. Where if you have an unstarted canvas, you can get 6. All right. I'll explain it in my whip and chat too. Okay. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.